Golden FM 97.5.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on Golden Sunrise National and World News on Golden FM 97.5 today, Thursday, June the 5th, 2025. In the headlines, President Tinubu approves release of 2 billion 20 trucks of rice for Niger flood victims. EFCC arrests fake journalist over 2 billion naira bribe to influence $4.5 billion PTF fraud probe. Musab urges President Tinubu to probe missing $300 million Ogoni development funds. Educators urged to respond with compassion and awareness as World marks Day for innocent child victims of aggression. And on the foreign scene, Democratic Republic of Congo bans reporting on ex-president Kabila. Details coming shortly. Station 97.5 Gold. And now the details. I am Michael Oluwafemi Emenyonu. President Bola Tinubu has approved the immediate release of 2 billion naira for the reconstruction of all houses affected by the flood in Mokwa, Niger State. Vice President Kashim Shettima disclosed this during a visit to Mokwa following the devastating flood that destroyed lives and property and left hundreds displaced. The Vice President also said the President authorized the immediate release of 20 trucks of rice to be delivered to the victims. Assuring the people that President Tinubu's heart is with them, Vice President Shettima said that all the issues affecting the people will be addressed. According to the Vice President, the President has also directed the affected bridges in the area be repaired immediately. On the issue of drainage, the Vice President said that President Tinubu has also directed the immediate rehabilitation of drainages in Mokwa town. Health of Mother Earth Foundation OMF has sympathized with the families of the victims of the recent flood that struck Mokwa, a transit town for traders in Niger State, north-central Nigeria. OMF, while mourning the tragic loss in a statement made available to newsmen in Bini on Wednesday, emphasized that the government must take proactive measures to prevent similar or worse incidents from occurring in the future. Dr. Nimo Bassi, the executive director of OMF, while reacting to the recent flood event in a statement, noted that communities and cities in flood-prone areas could cease to exist if nothing is done to address this menace. Dr. Bassi further responded on forecasts and early warnings from different agencies, including the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA. He expressed his disappointment, emphasizing that his warnings became meaningless if provisions are not made to move people and settle them on safe and higher grounds. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, says its operatives have arrested a 63-year-old suspect for alleged impersonation and extortion under false pretenses to influence investigation into a $4.5 billion petroleum trust fund PTF fraud. In a statement by Mr. Dele Oyewale, spokesperson of the EFCC, said Ernesto Chukukama, the suspect, was arrested for allegedly posing as a journalist affiliated with the commission. Mr. Oyewale said Chukukama deceived the petitioner to part with 2 million naira with a promise to help suppress a report implicating him in the alleged PTF fraud. The suspect reportedly told the petitioner that members of a supposed correspondence chapel attached to the EFCC were in possession of a damaging report alleging that the petitioner stole $4.5 billion during the winding down of the PTF. He allegedly threatened the petitioner and demanded money to halt further investigations. The EFCC spokesperson said Chukukama was taken into custody while attempting to withdraw the 2 million naira allegedly collected from the petitioner. Mr. Oyewale said the suspect will be charged to court upon the conclusion of investigations. The movement for the survival of the Ogoni people, MOSOP, has called on President Bola Tinubu to institute a probe into the alleged looting of $300 million, approximately 480 billion naira, meant for compensation and infrastructural development in Ogoni land. Mossop alleged that the funds, part of the proceed, which was from an out-of-court settlement with the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC), were misappropriated by certain individuals within Ogoni and influential figures in Rivers State. The funds were designated to facilitate the resolution of the prolonged oil crisis in the region through development and compensation. Speaking to newsmen in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, yesterday, Mr. Fegalo Usuku, Mossop president, described the diversion of the funds as a genocide executed against the Ogoni people and the Niger Delta as a whole. He condemned the government's continued silence despite repeated calls for an investigation from concerned groups and individuals. He further revealed that while the initial dismissed the allegations, new and overwhelming evidence now justifies a formal probe. June the 4th every year marks the International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression, a day set aside by the United Nations to acknowledge the suffering of children who are caught in this crossfire of war, abuse, and violence. While the images of conflict often focus on political leaders and military operations, it is the silent suffering of the children that echoes the loudest. In classrooms around the world, including here at home, educators are faced with the delicate challenge of helping young minds understand the pain some children endure. To understand how faith, education, and compassion come together in this mission, we spoke with Mrs. Maria Igbinosa, a dedicated teacher who shared the struggles these children face and how to follow up as an educator.
As educators, you have to play your part by bringing the student closer to yourself, by accepting the student. Because many children, no matter how close, no matter how pet you're going to pet them, some of them it's difficult for them to open up because the way they are being treated at home. Sometimes maybe their parents or their uncles or their aunties, whatever person they might be staying with, some of them actually want the student not to speak what is going on at home, what they are facing.
Ms. Maria also offered guidance on recognizing individuals who may be victims of aggression.
Some of these children, when they come to school, you see them, it's difficult for them to relate with other children. You see other children, they'll be playing and having interaction with other children, they are free. And when you see these children, they always be alone. They feel isolated. And when you see this kind of situation, you have to report and then you call the child together, call the child to yourself, give the child, bring the child closer, say what will make the child to be happy, tell the child a story, pet the child. Maybe from there, the child can actually open up to you.
Our correspondent Cynthia Kolobi reports that the purpose of the day is to acknowledge the pain suffered by children throughout the world who are victims of physical, mental, and emotional abuse. 4 core members in Bielsa on Tuesday were awarded with the NYSC State Coordinator's Letter of Recommendation for distinguishing themselves during the 2024 Batch B Stream 1 service year, while 14 others had their service years extended for alleged misconduct and violation of NYSC codes, and 27 will be remobilized due to alleged cases of abandon and non-completion of service. Mrs. Okpalifo Obiageli Charity, the state coordinator, while speaking during the passing out parade for the 2024 Batch B Stream 1 core members who served in Bielsa State, advised them to be good ambassadors of the scheme. Mrs. Okpalifo, while speaking in the presence of Honorable Dr. Wisdom Poyeri, the executive assistant to the governor on NYC matters at the event, used the opportunity to convey the congratulating message from Major General Olakunle Nafiu, the NYC Director General, to the core members. She also commended them for their impactful service to the state and wished them a brighter future. Highlights of the event were a presentation of state coordinators' commendation to the core members who distinguished themselves during the service year and sample presentation of certificates of national service, CNS. You're listening to the Golden Sunrise National and World News on 97.5 Golden FM, Yenagoa. Still to come, more news. Please do stay tuned.
Shining brighter than ever. 97.5 FM, the gold standard of radio. From the Niger Delta to the world, we set the standard. 97.5 Golden FM.
Welcome back. You're still listening to the Golden Sunrise National and World News on 97.5 Golden FM. And now for the rest of the bulletin. Senator Lawrence Erujakpo, the Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, has again expressed gratitude to Governor Doyediri for choosing him twice as a second in command to serve the people of the state, describing the gesture as a rare show of love. Senator Erujakpo stated this in a congratulatory message signed on his behalf by Mr. Dobra Atasi, a senior special assistant on media, felicitated the governor on his 66th birthday anniversary. The deputy governor described Governor Diri as a true man of peace and transformational leader whose like was rare to find in the entire political ferment of Nigeria. He noted that the peaceful disposition of Governor Diri is rubbing off on all parts of the state, citing the restoration of peace and stability in Opunembe as a testament to Governor Diri's unwavering commitment to the maintenance of peace, security, and the welfare of people of the state as obligated by the Constitution of the country. Senator Ujakpo, who acknowledged the governor's benevolence towards him and his family, pledged renewed loyalty and support to Governor Diri to ensure the actualization of the assured prosperity agenda. According to the deputy governor, the governor's pragmatic approach to governance and undying love for his people has since endeared the prosperity administration to Bayelsans, cutting across all political party lines. The deputy governor noted that Governor Diri's 66th birthday offered yet another unique opportunity not only to the governor but to all his well-wishers to reflect on his sterling stewardship so far in the state. He prayed God Almighty to bless the governor with more wisdom and foresight to enable him remain focused on governance of the state to make it a better place despite unnecessary distractions and political shenanigans from within and outside the states. Mr. Daniel Alabra, the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Doyediri, has felicitated with his boss on his 66th birthday anniversary. Mr. Alabra, in a special birthday message he signed, described the governor as D for distinguished, O for optimist, U for unassuming, Y for yeah, E for exemplary, D for dauntless, I for inspiring, R for rational, and I for idyllic. Mr. Alabra described Governor Diri as a man of eventual grace, simply yet impactful, and a true servant leader. While noting that it is difficult not to be rambunctious even when the governor prefers low-key, Mr. Alabra prayed for the governor to continue to prevail with wisdom as his family and himself glorify God Almighty for giving Governor Doyediri to Bayelsans, a joint nation, and Nigeria. Dr. Mrs. Faith Izebiona Zips Godwin, Commissioner for Marine and Blue Economy, Bayelsa State, has on behalf of the management and staff of the Bayelsa State Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy extended sincere congratulations to Governor Doyediri as he marks his 66th birthday. Dr. Mrs. Zips Godwin, in a statement, says the governor's leadership over the past years has contributed meaningfully to the steady development of Bayelsa, noting that through the assured prosperity agenda, the governor's administration has made notable progress in key sectors such as education, healthcare, infrastructure, youth development, agriculture, and security, efforts that continue to shape a more inclusive and sustainable future for the state. According to the commissioner, Governor Doyediri's commitment to infrastructure development has improved access and connectivity, while sustained efforts in maintaining peace and security have created an environment conducive to investment and community well-being. Reforms in education and health have also helped enhance public services and improve quality of life across the state. She also added that with the governor's support, the ministry has taken significant strides in developing frameworks, engaging stakeholders, and recently partnered with investors to promote growth in fisheries, aquaculture, maritime services, and marine ecosystem protection, stressing that these initiatives align with its broader development vision and are already showing promise, especially in areas where Bielsa holds comparative advantages. As the governor celebrates this milestone, the Bayelsa State Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy wished him continued good health, wisdom, and strength in the service of the state and its people. Engineer Karen Akari Komuko, the Commissioner for Power, Dr. Asim Blessing Ikuru, the Permanent Secretary, Management and staff of the ministry actually felicitate with Governor Diri on his 66th birthday anniversary. Engineer Komuko applauded His Excellency for his visionary leadership and commitment to the development and progress of Bayelsa State, adding that his unwavering commitment and selflessness has transformed lives and the people are witnessing the significant growth in infrastructure development. He further appreciated His Excellency's prosperity assured agenda for uninterrupted power generation, transmission, and distribution, noting that the recent acquisition of the 60 megawatt gas turbine to boost the socio-economic development of the state is a testament of his love for Bielsans. As the governor marks his birthday, the ministry prayed that the Lord grant him the required strength, good health, longevity, and wisdom to continue to pilot the affairs of the state to an enviable height. And on the foreign scene, the Congolese government has banned the media from reporting on the activities of Mr. Joseph Kabila, former president and intervened members of his party. This comes after Mr. Kabila returned to the Democratic Republic of Congo last month amid heightened tensions between himself and the government, led by President Felix Tshisekedi, his successor. The authorities are pushing to prosecute Mr. Kabila amid accusations of treason and alleged links to the M23 rebels, which have been fighting the army, something he has previously denied. According to Mr. Christian Busembe, DR Congo's media regulator, breaches of the ban could result in suspension. Responding to the announcement by the regulator known as the Supreme Council of Audio Visuals and Communication, CSAC, an M23 spokesman said the media outlets in parts of the country under its control would not abide by the ban. There has been no immediate response from Mr. Kabila. However, Mr. Ferdinand Kambere, the secretary of his party, rejected the ban, describing it as arbitrary on X. And that is the Golden Sunrise National and World News from 97.5 Golden FM Yenagoa. But before we go, let's take a recap of some of our major stories. We told you that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the release of 2 billion naira and 20 trucks of rice for Niger State flood victims. EFCC has arrested a fake journalist over 2 million naira bribe to influence a $4.5 billion PTF fraud probe. Musab has urged President Bola Tinubu to probe the missing $300 million Ogoni development funds. Educators have been urged to respond with compassion and awareness as the world marks Day for Innocent Child Victims of Aggression. And on the foreign scene, Democratic Republic of Congo has banned reporting on ex-president Joseph Kabila. And that was Golden Sunrise News. For news, stories, comments, and observations, please send us an email at goldenfmyenagua@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and TikTok on 97.5 Golden FM Yenagoa. The news was edited by Isaac Eyedode. I am Michael Oluwafemi Emenyonu. Good morning and enjoy the rest of your Thursday.
Golden FM 97.5.